people that makes it past that phase and they have a long-lasting relationship. But seeing this generation of kids now, it's as if everything needs to move fast. Everybody has to be the same. You all have to have the same mindset. So if it don't work, baby, I don't feel like working out with you. I can find somebody else that see the same thing I'm seeing, and we can move on from there. So they jump to marriages. Now they got a list of 5, 6, 7 failed marriages under their belt. And it's like, damn, don't you think you need to slow down? Like, after your first marriage, you should literally evaluate yourself, evaluate your surrounding, evaluate your mental, and see where you want to go in life. And I think a lot of people don't do that. I think everybody just going with, oh, live your life as. Hey, babes. Thanks for tuning in to Too Hot to Sip podcast, where the tea stay hot and ready to be spilled. Babes, did you get the chance to follow this podcast yet? No? Then what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do it now. I don't think you want to miss out on these crazy topics. Also, you can follow us on our social media. It will always be listed down below in the description box. Okay, well, stay tuned for this new episode today. Bye. Mwah. Hey, good morning, you guys. Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful start. But I do not want to waste no time. I just want to jump right into this conversation. And I think it's been years ago I had talked about this topic. Probably I glazed over it because it was like one section about this topic. But in general, we're talking about divorce, right? And this morning I was watching this YouTuber. I don't know, it just happened to just show up on my like suggested videos. And I typed into it because it was so weird, because she was like, my husband walked out on me. He wants a divorce. I think it was something like that. And I was listening to her, and she was basically, she was not giving any details of what caused him to walk out. What was the situation? What was the argument? You know, she didn't give us much detail like that, but she was giving more of her point of view, what she thought, and what she believed, right? And I think everyone, and I think I glazed over this the last time too. I think we're in a society that moves so fast that our daily life, meaning dating wise, relationship with friends, or, you know, anything else, work wise, meeting new people, social media, everything moves so fast, and that people don't really take the time to really find out who this person is, who this person could be in the future, and etc. And I understand that, yeah, you know, as the years go by, people change. Yes, they do. But they typically change around their early 20s and late 20s. Well, just say the 20s, period. Right? Because you're finally getting yourself out of this teenage phase where you've been acting up, you've been trying to go out, having fun, being with your friends, liking the same things that they like, doing everything, going to, you know, clubs when you're not supposed to, drinking when you're not supposed to, and doing all these things so early. So once you get to your 20, you have a whole different view of life, right? Because now you're older. Now you have to have a job if you didn't have a job in your teenage. Now you got to pay your own bills. Now you got to understand, like, okay, you know what? This scene is not for me anymore. I'm cool off of that or whatever. Right? So your 20s is your getting to know yourself before you settle into your true self. Right? And I understand because society lately always like to say, oh, but in your 20s, you should be, married, you should have kids, you should have this, you should have that. But in actuality, when I'm looking at these divorces rate, it's always due to when they got married so fucking young, right? It's because y'all still trying to figure out each other. You still trying to figure out yourself. Now, I could be wrong. There are some group of people that makes it past that phase and they have a long-lasting relationship. But seeing this generation of kids now, it's as if everything needs to move fast. Everybody has to be the same. You all have to have the same mindset. So if it don't work, baby, I don't feel like working out with you. I can find somebody else that see the same thing I'm seeing and we can move on from there. So they jump to marriages. Now they got a list of 5, 6, 7 failed marriages under their belt. And it's like, damn, don't you think you need to slow down? Like after your first marriage, you should literally evaluate yourself, evaluate your surrounding, evaluate your mental and see where you want to go in life. And I think a lot of people don't do that. I think everybody just going with, oh, live your life as is your last day when you shouldn't. Because you don't know when your last day is, right? And I understand that, somebody going to say, well, that's the whole point. You don't know. So why not go out and enjoy and do everything you want to do? And if someone not doing what you want to do, then you got to, drop them. No, baby, this is why communication is key. That's where I was going on with this. Communication is key. And majority of divorces that I'm seeing on social media is due to communication. Y'all communication suck. And bitch, I know my communication is not the best, okay? I know it's not the best, bitch. But I can pinpoint that is typically the reason. Like I said, financial was number 1. Number 2 is communication and getting the details that you need to get, like understanding, like, hey, when we hit a rough patch in our marriage, okay, and it's something that we cannot fix, we should not look at divorce as the last thing. Because, again, I think I said this before. Back then, divorce was only due to adultery. That's the only way you could get a divorce. If someone in the relationship committed adultery. So right now, I feel like we need to kind of bring some of that back into our dating life. And we need to kind of really evaluate, because sometimes some rough patch may take years to fix. But it should not make you feel like, oh, I need to give up on this. Because if you truly, when I say truly love someone and y'all both feel that way, it don't matter what fucking happens. At the end of that road, after so many prayers, after so many people come and speak to you, after so many pastors, after so many, is it therapists? So many therapists come and speak to y'all. And mind you, I'm saying years. Y'all would go over this hump without a fail. Like y'all would not even remember y'all went through that. And when y'all see people, and I really want to point this out. When y'all see really old couple walking together holding hands, they will tell you they was in the brink of having a divorce because they could not see eye to eye. They felt like they want to kill each other, but didn't. They feel like the communication was so horrible that they needed space from each other for years, and they come back again and they work things out slowly but surely, and it just work. You come back in love with the person how you fell in love with them the first time. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people need to stop giving up on marriages so easily just because it's easy to do. First of all, getting a divorce is very much expensive. It don't matter if you have money or don't have money, baby. It's expensive as fuck. Then, please do not be a motherfucking psycho. Please do not be a fucking psycho thinking if you kill this person, you'll go home free. You'll be free. No, bitch, you'll be locked up for life. Do you understand? You thinking you getting rid of one problem, supposedly, and bitch, you landed yourself in another problem. Meaning you don't have free life like you thought you was gonna have. It's not as if you're gonna be, this awesome killer and never get caught. No, bitch, you getting caught. Okay? So y'all need to think before jumping that broom saying, I want a divorce. Work that motherfucker out. Work that motherfucker out. And I'm not talking about the people that's in an abusive relationship. I'm not talking about those. I'm not talking about anything that is causing physical harm to you. I'm not talking to those that's being mentally abused. I'm not talking about, situation where you were sold off and had to be married. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the couples that got married because they fell in love with each other and they see that this is the person I can live my life with till the end. I'm talking to them. I'm talking to them couples because it seemed like them couples, they move so fast. They move so quick. And you know what? It's like my brother and sister that moved so fast and got married to these people that, bitch, matter of fact, it was really my brother that moved really quick. Like, bitch, I didn't even know he was talking to this chick. My sister, she took her time. She typically always take her time. But at the end of the day, she don't really know her man 100%, So, baby, listen, for me, I would literally have conversation, round and round and round conversation before we thinking about, you about to put a ring in my finger and say you want to marry me. Bitch, we finna go to counseling to see how we can navigate through this. We got to discuss okay, if shit really hit the fan, are we going to separate or do we need time off or are we going to try to fix it? And have people that understand the situation and guide us to fix it, because this is our one and only marriage and I'm not looking to have a divorce. And I'm not looking to be a psycho and do any type of crazy shit to land me in jail or prison. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would handle it if I had someone serious that wanted to marry me. That's exactly the thinking, the communication I would go for this, literally. You know what? Let's take a break here and I'll come back with more of my thoughts, okay? Hey, babes. Thanks for tuning in and listening to this episode. Like, share, and follow our podcast if you really enjoyed today's topic, because there's so much more to come, and I don't think you want to miss out. Okay, I didn't think so. Well, babes, see you later on the next episode. Bye.